So, kanina nabanggit natin guys yung term na cardinality. So, basically, that refers to the number of member or elements in a set. So, ngayon naman, no, pag-usapan naman natin yung cardinality of union of three sets. Or sabihin natin, two or more sets, no? Say for example, ito yung tatlong set na sinasabi natin. So, this is your set A. Sabihin natin, this is your set B. And this is your set C. So, pag kinuha natin yung cardinality ng union of these sets, let's say this is your N, A, union B, union C, we can get this actually by adding first the number of elements on each set. So, this is N sub A, N sub B plus N sub C. So, pag inad natin yan guys, so makikita natin na ayan, may mga area kung saan overlapping yung dalawang or tatlong circles, no? So, unahin natin na ibawas itong area na to kung saan nag-overlap si A and B. So, this is your A intersection B. So, ibawas natin ito. This will be minus the number of elements in A intersection B. So, bali guys, pag idinagdag natin si C, so makita natin na nag-overlap siya sa A and B, di ba? So, ibawas naman natin, o unahin natin itong area na to, kung saan makikita natin, this represents, ano ba? Itong area na to, this represents the intersection of B and C. So, ibawas natin ito, this will be minus N B intersection C. So, ano na lang guys, yung sobra dito na kailangan natin ibawas. So, actually lang ibabawas na lang natin dito or kailangan natin ibawas dito is itong area na lang na to. Which is, hindi natin alam kung ano yan, di ba? But actually, pwede natin makuha yung equivalence set niyan. Kasi kung titingnan natin guys, no, dyan sa Venn diagram, so itong area na to na kailangan natin kunin is actually a part of what? Part yan ng, ano ba? So, itong area na to, this is your A intersection C. No? So, bali kung kukunin ko tong area na to, so basically, we can get this by what? Getting this A intersection C and you subtract this set. So, ano kayang equivalent set naman na to? So, bali guys, kung titingnan natin, dyan nag-intersect yung tatlong set natin. So, we can say that this is A intersection B intersection C. So, bale, itong shaded portion pala, so ibawas na lang natin yan. This is A intersection B intersection C. So, lagay natin dito sa equation natin, this will be minus. So, itong area na to is equal to this, no? This is N A intersection C minus N A intersection B intersection C. Okay. So, bali guys, makikita natin dito sa equation na to na parang may sinusunod siya na pattern, di ba? So, tanggalin ko tong bracket na to. So, i-distribute natin itong minus. So, this will be plus na, no? So, may sinusunod talaga yun na pattern. Kasi kung titingnan natin, unang ginawa natin is ano? Inad muna natin yung mga elements that belong to, okay, at least one set. Ibinawas naman natin yung elements that belong to at least two sets and idinagdag natin yung elements that belong to at least 3 sets. So, pwede natin to actually i-extend kahit ilang number of set pa. So, bali itong equation na to, this is just an example, but pwede mo to gamitin kahit 4 na set, 5 set. So, i-apply na natin guys yung principle of inclusion and exclusion sa pag-solve ng worded problem, no? So, for problem number 7, so sabi dyan, 150 civil engineers, so let us say this is your N, are confused to which career path they will pursue after getting their license. They are going to engage in construction, so let us say C. So, dito meron tayong 120. And then sabi dyan, while 80 said they are going to pursue designing, no? So, let us say this is D. O, 80 ito. So, how many engineers daw like to do both? So, bali guys, may dalawang set tayo na i-consider dito. So, set of civil engineers, so that like to do construction, no? And yung isa naman, design. So, bali ito yung C, ito yung D. So, bali ito, this is equal to 120. Ito naman, this is equal to 80. So, pinapahanap is the civil engineers that, like to do both. So, let us say that is X. So, ito ang kailangan nating hanapin, no? So, ilalagay natin yan, guys, dun saan? Sa set kung saan, or sabihin natin sa portion kung saan nag-intersect yung dalawang set. So, let us say this is your X, no? And then, so bale itong area naman na to, this represents the, engineers that like to do construction only. So, balik ilalagay natin dito, this will be total is 120, so this is X. This is 120 minus X, while ito naman, this is 80 minus X. So, pag inad natin itong lahat, this will be actually equal to what? Pag inad natin itong lahat, this is actually equal to N. So, this is 80 minus X, and this is equal to total number of civil engineers is 150. So, bali galing sa equation na to, guys, we can get actually the number of engineers that like to do both. So, this will be 200. So, this is negative plus positive. So, this is 0, negative. So, bali makukuha natin dito na value ng X is 50. No? So, bali to guys, ang sagot natin for number 7. So, for our next problem, so sabi dyan, we have a total of 430 students. So, let us say guys, that is your N. And to get rid of boredom, so bali 200 students yung nag-consume ng time nila sa Facebook lang. So let us say, so andi dito siya sa set A, no? So bali dito we have 200. Actually in this problem we have 3 sets, no? To be considered, set of students na nasa Facebook, set of students na nasa YouTube, and nasa Netflix. So yung nasa YouTube naman we have, so this is equal to 150. While on Netflix, so this is equal to 180. So 70 watch videos both on Facebook and YouTube. So let us say that is, A and B. So bali dito we have 70. So on YouTube and Netflix naman, so meron naman tayong 60, no? So let us say number of elements on set B and C, this is 60. And sa Facebook and Netflix we have 80. So let us say that is the number of elements na nasa set A and nasa set C. So this is 80. So using Venn diagram guys, ang kailangan nating hanapin dito is the number of students that can serve all the 3 websites, no? So bale dito 60 students yung walang access sa internet, no? So solve natin ito using Venn diagram. So ang pinapahanap is ito. Let us say X represents the number of elements na nasa set A, B, and C. So let us say guys, ito yung set A natin. So we have a total of, this is equal to 200. So dito naman si set B. So ito naman, this is 150. And for set C, ilagay natin dito, this is equal naman to 180. So ilagay natin dito guys si X, no? Ayan, dyan sa point na, or dyan sa portion na yan nag-intersect si A, B, and C. So bali mangyayari dito guys, itong area na to kung saan nag-intersect sa A and B. So 70 yung total number of elements dyan, no? So this will be 70 minus X. While naman dito sa B and C, this will be 60 minus X. And then dito we have 80 minus X. So, lagyan natin ito ng number of elements dito. So you have 200 guys. Total yan, number of elements of A. So ibawas natin ito, and then ito, we will have, okay, 50 plus X, no? So 200 minus 150. And then dito naman, this is 150 minus, ayan, 70 minus 60. So dito naman magkakaroon tayo ng 20. So this is plus X. So and then dito, we will have 40 plus X. So bali guys, para makuha natin yung total or sabi natin yung value ng X na to, so pag sinum up natin itong lahat, this is equal to what? So 430 ba yan? So actually hindi yan 430 kasi merong 60 na walang access sa internet, no? So bali mangyayari dyan, pag inad natin ito, no, inad natin lahat ng elements na nandito, this will be ano, equal to 430 minus 60. No? So i-add natin ito, lahat ng elements na nandito, this will be 50 plus X. This is plus 20 plus X. This is plus 40 plus X. So idagdag pa natin yung, ayan, 70 minus X. Ayan, si 60 minus X and si 50 or si 80 minus X. And then of course, plus X. So bali guys dito sa equation na to, so itong tatlong X na to guys, tatanggal lang naman yun. So ang matitira sa atin dito actually will be, so 430 minus 60, this is equal to 370. And then ito, pag inad naman natin ito lahat, this will be 50, 70, 110, 180, 240, and so meron tayo dito, 240 plus 80, this is equal to 320. No? This is plus X. So therefore, ang value ng X natin dito will be equal to 50 students. So bali yan guys, no, yung number of students na may access dyan sa tatlong website na yan. No? So actually, we can solve this using the principle na diniscuss ko sa inyo kanina, no? So, by principle of inclusion and exclusion, no need na to draw Venn diagram. Ano lang gagawin natin? So, sabi natin, yung union of set will be, okay, so kung titingnan natin guys, so, ang total number of elements natin dito is not equal to 430. Kasi kung i-enclose natin ito, let's say enclose natin by a universal set, so bali yung 60 is nasa labas ng tatlong set na to, no? So bali mangyayari, so ang total number of elements pag yun, ayan, kapag kinuha natin yung union nitong tatlo, this will be, ayan nga, 370. So using principle of inclusion and exclusion, so i-add lang natin yung, okay, yung number of elements that belong to at least one set, no? This will be 200, 150, 180, and ibawas naman natin dito, okay, yung number of elements naman that belong to at least two sets, no? So this will be minus 70, this is plus 60 plus 80, and this will be plus X. So galing dito sa equation na to guys, we can solve actually the value of X, no? So this will be 200, so 150 plus 180, minus 70 plus 60 plus 80. So pag kinuha natin yan guys, so ang makuha natin actually dito na value ng X will be equal to 50 din. So ang advantage guys pag alam mo tong principle of inclusion and exclusion, pag maramihan ng sets ang pinapakonsider sa atin, so mahirap guys gumawa ng Venn diagram. So kung alam natin ito, so no need na to draw Venn diagram. So masosolve natin kung ano man yung pinapahanap, no?